Ah! Hey.
Hey everybody, how goes it today?
Oh, I'm good. How are you today? How are you today, Pedro?
I'm good. We are making films here today.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Is it
This
something?
is a Sauvignon Blanc from the place called New
Oh,
Zealand. Not the old
oh,
Zealand, but the New Zealand.
oh, they're from New Zealand. All right. Well, then you know what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. This is Savage AF.
You know what it is, y'all. Forget your
I'm
feelings.
I'm
Yeah.
Shang, and
That's
that
Shang.
is
I'm Black Pedro, y'all. You know what it is. We are here for you guys live, typically Monday through Friday, 3
Friday.
Pacific
Right.
Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. Now, listen, sometimes things go wrong on our end, but sometimes they go wrong on your end, and you miss us live, and now you're running down the street like I miss Savage AF
Oh
today.
my God, what am I gonna do? And then you run out in the traffic and you get hit by a car, and then and then it's bad for you. You got your legs broke, and then
We
you
get
got nothing to do. So what we need you to do? What's up, Damani Jones? We need you to make sure you check out the thing that's scrolling down there. See that scrolling?
our YouTube channel has all the shows archived, so there's no need to strip butt naked and run to your local grocery store and start humping produce. Okay, no
Unless you
need.
hold up, unless you want to. Now come on.
That's on you, but that's not something we condemn.
I do.
No, that's
I've done it. But you know what's weird?
again, we don't.
Fighting the store manager at Ralph's while nude.
Now
It's,
you get now you get discounts every week, huh?
yeah, when they see
Um,
me coming, they go, "Man, glad you're closed."
clear out the bok choy. Listen, you can catch all of our shows archived on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/savageafworld, all one word. When you get to that page, don't just be staring at it. Do stuff.
Right, like click it. Handle your business. Click the bell. Make sure you give us some thumbs up because thumbs up are better than thumbs down, and thumbs up make us feel better. And if we feel better, you'll be safer. Thumbs up. Also, very important to the algorithm. Algorithm. Pedro is Pedro. All right, check it out. Make sure you rate us. Thumbs up matter, but rate us. Watch
Thumbs
the
up,
whole
man.
nine. We need a lot of views to make things pop, and it's up to you. So make sure you do this. We're almost at 1 million
Trillion billion
subscribers. No, okay, we're actually at 999,000 subscribers more, and we will reach our million mark.
There we go. That's all we need.
That's all we need.
Savage AF, y'all. Listen, if
Go ahead.
you've been kicked off of Facebook,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, if you've been kicked off of
Kick off
YouTube,
on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. If you've been
then
kicked off
we got the Facebook for it because I know some of y'all be getting kicked off of stuff. So look, Savage A dot. You want to put a dot there? F dot, another dot on Facebook. Savage A dot F dot. That's where you can find us. And then most importantly, some people think food, shelter, air is what's important in life.
but we know it's not. We know it's not.
They're all wrong. It's actually Instagram. The gram, Insta,
Yes.
IG, IG is what I like to call it.
Yes.
The IG.
So make sure you follow us. If you
Yeah,
happen to,
on
yes.
IG. That's the only way
Now,
for me
you know
to.
what? There's a young man. Apparently, a lot of the ladies are complimenting his haircut. So apparently, they like that haircut better than your old haircut. So, well, you know what? I really don't look at niggas that way. I don't give a fuck. But I missed it about 12.
Ladies with these.
I'll look at other men and be like, yeah, man, you look
I could have
sharp,
a
man.
dead porcupine on my head. Okay.
Yeah. I don't be looking at you saying, man, your skin is glistening today. But But make sure you follow at Black Pedro and make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Yeah, that's what we need you to do. And if you do that, I'm gonna tell you right now, and all the people that have been debating with me, I've been getting a lot of people going back and forth, debating with me, making comments on my comments. I'm not changing. Okay, I still feel that, and this is for the dude that said he's gonna watch the show today. I'm not changing my fucking stance pertaining to the fact that racism still exists and the fact that white people don't realize their own white privilege because they're in it so much they don't realize that that's how they're striving. That a lot of you motherfuckers are mediocre at best, but you are propelled forward because of white privilege. Now I got that out the way. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
Get it off your chests.
This dude been going back and forth with me on some corny shit. What does that mean?
I see y'all in the building, man. We got Damani Jones is here. Evelyn Gatlin is here. Of course, Nicole H is here. She coming in hot. She says Pedro equals Japan. Girl, what you know about that? what you know about that?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, is she about to have me strolling through the show, dog? Come on.
What does that mean?
Just another pretty ass noob. You know what I'm saying? What's up now? Hey.
Okay. Okay, see, stop. I didn't know what that meant. And also, Nicole said we could have 200 billion followers if Shane paid us our money. Yeah. Is Trump in jail? Is Trump in chains? Has Trump been really held accountable for all of the stuff that he's done pertaining to law after law after law that he's broke? What about the $2 billion that Kushner got invested from the Saudis? Haven't heard anybody investigate that. And also how
Trump, his daughter, not just Kushner,
and his daughter. So what about that? Never invested in shit, but guess what? They gave him $2 billion. How all of a sudden the PGA tournament got bought up by the Saudis, and he had these like, I don't know, what are they called? Yeah, secret fucking documents, and all of a sudden he's showing them everybody. So until that shit happens, everybody in here can kiss my ass. Kiss it. And I don't mean just kiss, I mean a French kiss. That's what I mean. And I don't mean in the butt cheek meat. I mean between.
Okay. Well, now that we know where to put our lips, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. You know
she started it. You started it.
You started it. Hey, I see Tawana joined the building. Maya Baker is in here as well. We appreciate that, y'all. Listen, we might as well get into the show because that's what this is. So let's
get into it. Get involved.
See you. You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang.
If somebody tuned in right then, they would think, who are these people having breakdowns?
These guys have R&B Tourette's. What is this?
He had a James Brown breakdown. That's what
all right, listen, y'all. It's Monday. June 19th, also known as Juneteenth, 2023. We're going to talk about it, but before we get into that, we do have a Shangry to end with today. We have to detach from the detached. That's just
I don't know if that
makes to happen.
It has to happen. We got to stop attaching to the detached because we keep attaching to the detached, which is making us kind of detached.
Before we get into that, though, Black Pedro popping today. I want to talk about some of these hypocritics out here. Yeah, I made up a word. That's what writers do. Stick with us. But before we get into that, we are going to talk about
fat hypocrites? Is that what it is?
No, but hypocritics.
Oh, I thought you said hypocritics, like fat dude.
Oh, no, not yet. Well, a few of them are hippos, but yeah. They're also critics as well.
Chris Christie, Krispy Kreme.
Bill Barr is like, you know.
Yeah. Come on, Chris Christie.
Prehistoric
Stop
hippo.
it. You were up Trump's ass, and now you going hard at him.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But before we get into that, though, happy Juneteenth. I don't know. Are y'all celebrating or you mad? Let's talk about it, but not yet. Not yet, because one thing I do want to talk about before we get into it, and it's one of those things that, you know, like I said, without any journalistic backgrounds or accreditations or even affiliations.
I
I
think
feel
that
that
would
me
be
and
very
Shane,
important for you to have those before you can make a comment pertaining to anything. You got to know a little bit of the facts.
but I feel like Shang and I still come with those hard hitting questions. Our most hard hitting question when we
Is
ask it,
is
always,
always,
always
not some of
sounds
the
like
time,
this.
like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Little tidbit I found out today, man, is that we knew this, that America has the most gun ownership among its citizens, among citizens per capita in the world. I didn't know who number 2 and 3 were. Number 2 is Serbia. Number 3 is Yemen. Okay.
That's a stretch.
How the hell are we
I
on
thought
a
it was
top
gonna be
10
like
list?
I thought it was gonna be like Detroit and then Chicago.
No, I mean, it's countries. It's other
I
countries.
know, I know. But in my mind, I thought Detroit, Chicago for sure.
No. So America has the most guns per capita. Serbia is number 2 and Yemen is number 3. How we ended up on a list with Serbia and Yemen as the top 3 is, it's a remarkable accomplishment. But that being said, Serbia recently had 2 mass shootings. Now this is the population in the world with the second largest amount of guns, right? Recently had 2 mass shootings. A 13-year-old boy got a hold of two of his dad's guns and went and shot up 8 people at his school. And then the next day, a young adult, I think a 20-something-year-old dude, got some. He had a history of violence and got some guns and went and shot 8 more people somewhere else in Serbia. What do you think Serbia did about it? Do you think, Shang, that they lit a bunch of candles and put out thoughts
I
and
think they
prayers?
said. I think they said, "Hey, kids will be kids."
That's right. They're like, you know what? Your guns.
Come on, kids will be kids. They
Because
play and then
there's nothing you can do.
they play and then they murder and they roll around in the blood.
There's
No,
nothing you
I
can
know
do.
exactly what they did. I mean, America's so far behind. It's funny to me, but I know what they did.
So what Serbia did is they have now, and this is the Serbian people in the streets. Not just that, but also the lawmakers, the legislators are now working. I believe that their president wants to get 90% of the guns out of homes. They're having a buyback, turn in, no questions asked program. And this is a foreign concept to us in America. Some places
we
have done
tried
it.
it. We tried it once, Pedro. We tried it once, and then the motherfuckers brought the guns in, and then took the money they got from the guns and bought more guns.
Or bought crack and sold it in black neighborhoods.
But if you look at how they're going about it, not Yemen, but Serbia.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. What they did was pretending to the buyback. They did go hard in the paint, and they also said that they're going to confiscate it, and also laws that if you have a youth that takes your gun, it's not only the youth.
on you.
Yeah, it's on you. You are the person that will do time too, because
I mean, we have
similar
rules like
but
that.
not. They go
I'm
hard to
responsible
paint.
for my guns. If
That's why Pedro won't let me borrow his gun sometimes.
If I don't report them stolen or whatever,
I try to borrow his gun.
I could be liable.
And
if they're
Pedro never lets nobody borrow. I think he's just stingy. He won't let me borrow. Man, you can let me borrow your guns.
You can't put bodies on Gertrude, dog. But another thing Serbia is doing is they're going to be reviewing all current gun licenses, which is like, oh, hey, I know we gave you a gun 10 years ago. Are you crazy now? How you feel? You good? So, checking on your strong friends, especially the ones with guns. But overall, what I want to say is that, because on Friday, I know I told y'all, be careful this Juneteenth, this weekend. But here we had 12 shootings, I think, over the weekend.
Yeah, it was 12.
And yeah,
That's wild to see bloody clothes in the streets. And I think that you know what the new fashion thing is police tape. Um, because we see so much of it, and it's trending. Police tape is trending. Um, why is it that we have that now? If you look at America, mass shootings in 2023, and look at where it's concentrated, East Coast is kind of fucking up a little bit.
all right. So, and I'm gonna tell you, I hate to say it, Shane, that graphic, it's a little behind right now. As of today,
It's behind.
way behind, way behind, dog.
Oh wow!
By almost 50%, by more than 50%. As of today,
This is behind. That's a lot,
bro. As of today, in 2023, Juneteenth, we've had 315 mass shootings. That was the stat I saw today on the news. We had 315 mass shootings. Dog, there's only 365 days in the goddamn year. We haven't even reached the halfway point of the year.
Wow.
So we got to be less than 200 days into the year.
Yeah.
And
Everyone I pull up, it's going higher. It says 279, 288.
315, dog. We're at 315 as of today. 315 mass shootings in the United States in about 180 days, let's say. And we can't do anything about mass shootings.
I'm gonna
But
tell
these
you why.
other countries, they take steps, they make moves. You know why? Because their fucking government isn't owned by Smith and Wesson and goddamn Lockheed
Winchester. Okay,
yeah, you just it's
okay. I used to do a show called Monkey with a Brain Bitch, and the reason our ratings went up is somebody from the NRA, the California head of the California NRA, threatened me on air, which made our numbers go through the roof because I threatened him back. Because I'm more like, yo, man, fuck, make you think I'm gonna let you get to your car. You know what I'm saying? So it was more back and forth, but the way he was talking pertaining to the NRA, they have so many people on lock under their ball sack that are Republicans, and some Democrats too, don't get me wrong, but it's more Republicans that we're never going to change it because they get too much money kicked back from the NRA. I'm not talking about, yo, here's $20, man. Do your thing. Millions and millions of dollars at NRA.
Maya Baker says NRA is evil and paid for our elected officials.
But this is a fact. That's a fact. Now you look
especially
at
Marjorie Taylor Greene's balls. They paid for.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene's balls have been paid for a long time ago, and her trapezoids. But I'm saying
Nicole H says Texas will buy Serbia's guns. Won't they though? Won't they though?
I didn't know it was that. I put in today's date, and that's the stat that came up, and I was like, but then I redid the search or refreshed it, and each graphic went up. It went up 278, 299. It's like one of those shows where it's like, hey, let's go up to the board. 312. We're doing pretty good on the mass
survey says.
Yeah, we are doing well on mass shootings. I'm thinking at least by August, we'll be in the 450s. Nothing wrong with that. That's how we do in America. We're the best.
Hot summer. Kevin Key says there was a mass shooting at a Juneteenth celebration. That's either the ultimate in mental illness among Black folk or a possible plant. I didn't hear about this event, but that is one of those things where and at the end of the day, I don't know the details of it, Kevin Key. So it'll be hard.
I know some of the details, and I know that I'm not like I have a tendency to blame white people for a lot of shit. I really do, and I shouldn't, because I ain't that dark. I don't know why. No, fuck around. But the bottom line is, Black folks need to get it together too, because we're basically emulating our oppressors. We're reactionary sometimes when it don't need to be. I used to be wanting to smack the shit out of people immediately, but I never thought, I want to blow them out of their socks. And so right now, the younger, I'm not saying everybody, but the younger, they don't really box no more. They don't really go home with a bloody nose. They try to kill you. And so we got to get that together. That like I'm not a man because you stepped on my shoes. Like my thing is, even if somebody stepped on my shoes nowadays, I'd just be like, hey man, please don't do that again. At least give the option to not or throw hands. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, generally, somebody stepping on shoes, it's clearly an accident. Like 99.99999% of the time. Like, when has anybody ever come up to me and be like, "Fuck your shoes"?
Yeah,
It's like all of us just stomped on your shoe. Like, then you might not even need a warning. You could probably lay that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? But steppings
it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And I think that sometimes black folks feel like, you disrespected my honor, you disrespected this. I'm at a point now, other than the fact that I'm trying to be on some chill shit, I'm at a point now where I'd rather throw hands than somebody like getting a gun shootout. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if I get my ass beat, fine. But if I beat ass, fine. And we just keep it. I saw this video where these two brothers was beating the shit out of each other. And the one started getting the better of the other. And then he stopped. They shook hands, said, all right, brother, that's it. You get it? You understand, motherfucker? Don't do that shit again. And walked away. And I wish we had more of that mentality, but it's not. The first reaction is clap, clap.
My thing is, if somebody steps on your shoes and you get all mad about it or whatever, and like you overreact to people stepping on your shoes, then don't leave your fucking feet on the ground.
Right.
That's where people step.
Right.
So keep your shit moving and I won't step on.
But AJ Fitz says, could be a plant. White man already been caught wearing a latex mask of a black man in a mass shooting. This is true.
What the fuck?
I
haven't heard anything about that.
Yes, I did.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying.
Okay, Pedro. Remember when they were saying,
what kind of Scooby-Doo white man?
It was the gardener.
It wasn't for you damn kids.
But no, that's been the case in 5 different situations. Actually, with the BLM marches, during the BLM marches, they were saying that there were a lot of vandalism going on and looting, and they caught 3 of the people, and it was actually white men wearing black people masks, not just a mask, a black mask like COVID mask, but an actual mask that makes them look like blackface mask. And the other person was a young lady that painted her face brown. So but then they were saying it was Antifa.
Oh, how low can Rachel Dolezal go? Come on, man.
But no, I mean that does happen. But during the Juneteenth, I mean, people say that I'm being Oliver Stone when I say a conspiracy theory, but the bottom line is there has been a lot of stuff that has been implemented through white nationalists and racism and the government that has planted drugs in the black community, guns in the black community. There's a lot of stuff they've done that purposely try to paint black people as a certain way. So I can't say that didn't happen, but I know about this one, the one that AJ's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I know.
I haven't heard any of that, but
the article's hilarious.
We know that there were FBI plants within BLM movements and protests that were trying to egg on violence and misconduct to defame.
Leaving piles of bricks.
This is an old tactic.
Yeah, when they were leaving piles of bricks near windows, that was the wildest shit. But wow.
He said, movie quality latex masks that are realistic. All right. So we need to round up all this Hollywood motherfuckers. James Cameron, we're coming for you. Okay. That Avatar shit, we're not falling for it anymore. We know you're out there painting white people as black and sending them out there to harm our image and defame us. I know it. I've seen it now.
Well, I mean, but look at how other countries are doing it. If you look at Serbia handled their business. Yemen needs to be next, but America, not at all. What I'm saying is handling their business pertaining to okay, enough is enough. I'm tired of this shit. We got to get on it. Why doesn't America do that?
Too old for this shit.
Yeah. Wow. Did you just do a Danny Glover? What was that? What the movie was that? What movie was that? Help me.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Like, yeah,
Everyone.
I couldn't think of it for a minute because I hear so many people say it now in movies. But it was originally Danny. Was it originally Danny Glover that was saying it?
Always. Danny
Damn,
Glover.
now
Before we knew Mel Gibson was anti-Semitic,
yeah.
We were so innocent back then.
Yeah, but I mean, we're tired of it always being this with us.
Yeah.
With us, it's constantly something happening where, and that's why with Juneteenth, I'm not as hyped about it. And you said, are we more mad? Are you like?
Let's talk about it, right?
Yeah. Are you?
So it is Monday, June 19th, and we recognize this day as the day that sort of the last enslaved African Americans here were finally notified. I believe a naval ship pulled up to Galveston, Texas, June 19th, 1865. 2.5 years later, because January 1863 is the Emancipation Proclamation given by, at the time, President Lincoln. But 2.5 years later, June 19th, 1865, a naval ship pulls up into a Texas port, I believe Galveston, and it finally informs this last group of enslaved Africans that they had been free.
Well,
and
people
I think that begs the question here. It's like, so obviously liberation from slavery in America, which hasn't actually happened yet, but in theory, in mass, for the most part,
kind of like what a joke I heard someday.
Right? But is this a thing we celebrate, or do we get mad because slavery is still legal and was delayed even after emancipation for so many people?
Well, legal slavery, when you look at it,
thing to do?
I say this.
Just go to Whole Foods and start yelling at the sushi chef.
Juneteenth can kiss my ass.
I said albacore.
Yeah, I know everybody's like, man, it's a beautiful time to celebrate. We let go free. Gave it. I'm so sick of us asking for the minimum of normal shit. Like, hey, it's just the minimum. Like, hey, I just want, I don't know, equal rights, and we celebrate it. Like, hey, we got one more. We got one more planned. It's like, no, I just think Juneteenth makes me angry. Not this angry. God damn. What? Look at her mouth. Wow. She could suck 10 dicks. And not that, I don't know why I said that. That was rude. I'm sorry, ladies. But yeah, are you mad, or what's your you? Because I'm more this. I'm more like just enough with the celebrating basic shit.
For me, I think if there is I say if since there is,
did you just say if?
No,
all right, go ahead.
Since there is a 4th of July, a time when, quote unquote, all Americans should be celebrating our independence from a heavy-handed monarchy. We also realized that in 1776 that wasn't a reality for us. You know what I'm saying?
For us black folks.
So if it is American to celebrate your independence,
then this
is something that as Americans, ours was quote unquote gained. Still hasn't actually.
Yeah, I don't.
But this is a it would be a sort of a historic, monumental moment in which, again, in mass, a vast majority of Black people were freed from the formal institution of slavery. So in that, I would think this would be a day for us to celebrate, but also be able to reflect. Also, I should have the day off today, but these motherfuckers kept the restaurant open because they're a bunch of racist assholes and they just want to sell wine and they want to give a nigga a day off.
Man, it's okay, man. It's okay.
It's all good, dog.
But it's a new federal holiday.
It is a federal holiday. I didn't move my car from the street parking, street sweeping But I was like, you know what? Juneteenth, motherfucker, I'm leaving my car right here.
Yeah.
You either gonna sweep around this bitch, or you're gonna get fuck off my neck, because I ain't no motherfucking George Floyd, and you ain't gonna motherfucking choke me out in front of the fucking neighborhood, and they have all the kids stressed out.
Pedro,
With the goddamn camera.
Pedro, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Remember what we worked on, Pedro.
You're right.
Breathe. Think
Happy
of
premise number
think
one.
of think of
There are
flowers.
no aliens coming to get me.
Right.
Happy premise number two. KIT. Keep it together. Keep it together.
Right. Keep it together. Okay, but I think that the main thing that Black folks have a tendency to do, and I understand that, celebrating freedom when there's a lot of things that aren't free right now in our lives. That there's a lot of stuff that they're still doing that is very Jim Crow-ish. Does that make sense? I mean, to me, there's people that died for the vote, and this is why I never understood with white women. But you understand white women way more than me. Wow.
I speak white hobo.
Yeah, no, I just feel like the fact that there were so many people that died for the vote, that white women weren't allowed to vote. I don't know why white women don't remember they weren't allowed to vote, but you weren't, you white hoes. Okay, you weren't allowed to vote. That's number one. But Black people had died for the vote, and then they're trying to restrict us from voting because they know that we're a strong voting bloc. That's not really freedom.
Yeah.
In my book. So if you feel that we're totally free, we should be free to vote. A lot of laws are being passed where they're trying to restrict the vote or make the vote harder. Elderly have to have an additional ID, which I don't know why it's an age thing, but it's the truth. And it's been happening.
Motherfucker been on the earth 80 years and you like identify yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been here.
I've been here. You weren't here. Yeah. If you look at Dakota, Montana, there's parts of Pennsylvania where they're trying to do that. Of all places, New Haven.
I will say that well, anything in Connecticut makes sense. Yeah. In Connecticut makes perfect sense.
Well, you said, well, yeah, that.
No, of course, Shang. No, but the Democrats are working hard right now to kind of reverse the game and get some of these red line redistrict zones to be reversed and more fairly drawn. So right. So Democrats are now working to redraw the map such that by 2025 they could have potentially a majority in the House again. So the steps are being made. Damani Jones says, "Nah, we got to have something to celebrate, especially if they're trying to take that era out of school books." I'm with that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we can multitask. I think we could barbecue today. You know what I'm saying? We could have a cookout and take moments to make sure we educate and talk about who, what, why, when. Well, some people go to church on Christmas. You know what I mean? To get in the religious aspect of it, to remind themselves of what it's supposed to be about, I guess, or at least for them. So like in this sense, I think we can take time to both celebrate and commemorate and educate and just, in general. Or North Florida. Just go to Whole Foods and yell at the goddamn soup lady. It's probably Latina and
today ain't a good day. And goddamn snakes on the plane. No, that was two different actors. But to me, wait a minute. No, these goddamn snakes. What did women?
Both of them stay the same in every movie.
Yeah, wait a minute. There was a snake movie with Cube.
Oh yeah.
What was
That's
it? It was
a big ass snake.
It's a ice snake.
Anaconda.
Yay, snake. And then you got
snake.
And then you got I was about to say Morgan Freeman on Snakes on a Plane. Which would have had a different tone if it was Morgan Freeman instead of Samuel Jackson and then on the Snakes on the Plane. But I'm saying
of all places, Nicole H is in Texas and somehow got the day off.
Well, Texas.
My black ass is in California.
Yeah, but in Texas.
Enjoy your freedom, my sister.
Yeah, you got the day off, but guess what? You can't even you don't even got control of your own pussy. So stop it.
What? Oh yeah, in Texas, yeah.
In Texas, because Texas
labia are property of the state.
I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but what DeSantis or DeSatan did in Florida with the 6-week ban, you got 6 weeks, and if you don't know you pregnant, you got to have that kid, even if you don't want to have that kid. But check this out. Guess who's pushing heavy? Texas. Texas is trying to adopt the exact same ban as Florida.
A 3-minute ban?
Yeah, it's like
You
as
got to
soon
get
as you,
the abortion as
soon
soon
as you
you
pull your
have it.
dick out, as soon as you pull your dick out,
Or that's your baby.
too late.
Kevin Keith says, what about the elephant in the room on how white folk kept white folking for 2.5 years, keeping black folk enslaved? That's what upsets me. Their basic lack of humanity. I mean, yeah, absolutely, Kevin Keith. You know, at the point in which you get to the end of the institution of the Atlantic slave trade, you know, the triangle trade, their inhumanity has been fortified.
Well, but what do you mean? They're in humanity now. If you look at police brutality, if you look at like if you do one crime and a white person does the exact same crime, then you get more time. What do you mean? Their lack of humanity, their lack of logic, their lack of reality, reasoning,
Morality.
morality. They have no moral center. There's a lot of people that are in position of power that are white that don't have a moral center. Because if it was all about fairness and, you know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, a lot of black people would have been able to buy homes after they came back from fighting.
You would give everybody boots.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they can strap
exactly.
up how they see fit.
You fight, you bleed, you fucking die in the fucking sands of another country. You come home, and this is a fact, you could check it. You come home, white men were given like the lowest interest loans you could possibly get to buy land. Black men weren't even allowed soldiers.
That's called welfare.
Yeah, that's
At the
called
end of
that
the
is
day.
welfare. And black soldiers, these are black soldiers that bled and died and came back, amputees and stuff, weren't allowed to even get the loans. Black people weren't allowed to get loans. So it's hard for me to even with Juneteenth, when they played around and said, "Oh no, man, you ain't free yet. Someday," and you were free the whole fucking time. Which is crazy. The fact that we're saying that I'm asking, that's why we need more Django. Yeah. I wish we had more Django's. I don't know if you've seen the movie Django.
Unchained.
Was it Django Unchained?
Yeah.
Django, I was sitting there watching the movie with a few black folks were sitting in the aisle with me. I went to the movie to see it. And when I say when he killed everybody at the end, I don't know what.
I like the way you die, Miss Ann, or something.
Yeah, he was saying all kind of hard shit. Bye, Miss Betty. Pow! And blew her out of her fucking shoes. What is wrong with me and these other brothers? Because it was mostly white folks. Well, we went,
yeah.
We started clapping. It was hilarious. And people start looking back at us, and we kept looking at them going, exactly. I mean, because
how you die.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that there's something about the fact that we keep acting as though the people that are racist have a moral center. They don't.
Kevin Key says this is a day of protest and reflection.
Thank you. Protest first.
Never forget what they did, but make sure it's all peaceful, Kevin Keith. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you might be out there on a limb, bro. Angel Gilreath says, I'm working today. I need to get a job with the city so I can get all the federal holidays off. You know what I'm saying? We went down to City Hall to protest and get that check, but they were hiring that day. Reminds me of that scene from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Yeah.
But they were hiring that day.
Who? J-Lo was so fine in what movie?
Anaconda with
Anaconda? That's that
That's
far
a
back.
big ass snake.
That okay,
And a
she was
fat ass
fine.
too.
But that movie, I'm gonna move on, but I'm saying the movie was absolutely goofy.
Garbage.
It was goofy as shit. I mean,
well, speaking of goofy as shit, that takes me to our next subject.
Wow.
Because these motherfuckers are so damn goofy.
By the way, I just want to give this to you. Segway Master.
Hey, man.
For the people that don't know what a Segway is, he just did that.
I'm sorry. Before we move on, though, Snap, I meant to pull her picture in and we started talking. I'm going to pull her picture in while I do this because on this Juneteenth, one thing we do need to recognize, is that, even so Juneteenth is America's newest, again, I'm going to say newest, it's our newest national holiday, right?
Right.
So we haven't been honestly doing Juneteenth like maybe we in our community have, but it's just now coming into prominence in America. And before we move on from this Juneteenth, I do want to pay homage and show y'all the image and say her name, Miss Opal Lee.
So fly.
Opal
So much
Lee.
swag. Look at the swag in this picture. Oh, man, I think I want to tap it. It is amazing.
We have Juneteenth as a national holiday thanks to this woman and her insatiable fight to make this a national holiday. So it would just kind of be niggas not showing up for work if it wasn't for her. But it is now a nationally recognized holiday, our newest one, because of Miss Opal Lee. I believe she's about 93 years old right now.
She got swag, man. Check her.
But she's swagged out. So
I got to get that ring.
Flowers to Miss Opal Lee. Flowers there. As we move on, we're gonna move from a righteous black woman like that to some goofy ass crackers like this.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. What's poppin', y'all, man? All right, so, this is a double-edged sword. Sword. I never say a word like that. So. It's a double-edged sword, right?
Do you say sword? It's sword.
No, you don't pronounce the W.
It's sword, isn't it?
Liquid swords.
Sword.
Yeah, not sword. That's
not sword.
Sometimes y'all
it's sword.
Y'all use more letters than you need, and sometimes y'all leave them out. I'm like, what happened to all the letters in the middle?
Wait a minute, you sure? It's sword.
And then y'all be like, sword.
It's
liquid swords.
I swear to God, it's sword. All right, fuck it.
I mean, there's a W there, but you're really not supposed to say it.
Yeah, okay.
That being said, all right. This is a double-edged sword, in which, sure, at a time like this, you need your Chris Christies, your Bill Bars out there spitting bars about what a dipshit nut fuck camel hump llama piss donkey biscuit Donald Trump is, right? You need Republican voices saying these things, being critical. But at this point, when you're waiting until now to become a critic of Donald Trump, you're not just a critic, you're a hypocritic.
Wow.
You're being hypocritical.
Wow, very good.
You're a hypocrite. And in that sense, you're being a hypocritic. You're a fake motherfucker who's spitting shit now. That's all true, yeah, but you should have been said that shit. And you know what? Chris Christie did at first. And then he lost to Donald Trump. And then he fell right in fucking line. And then he fell out of line. I don't know if he got whatever. They made him buy 2 seats on the plane. And he was like, fuck this plane. I don't know. But a guy like Bill Barr, supposed to be an apolitical attorney general, obviously politicized the fucking department.
Well, yeah, and now he's talking out, but he got a book to sell, man.
To a point. And then when that point was reached, and he wasn't really, here's the thing with Bill Barr, because he's out here now going hard on Trump. Like, I don't see how he's not going to jail with the charges against him. And yes, brother, I want to hear you say that shit. Speak that. But where the fuck you been the whole time? Because Bill Barr was willing to do any and everything for that goddamn fucked up ass president until it would have cost him his bar license. You know what I mean? Until it would have put him in jeopardy. After that, he's like, yeah, nah, bro, the election was fair and I'm out. You know what I mean?
Well,
we lost and I'm gone. And then he became an enemy of the state. And now he's willing to speak out. But the reality is, you knew the whole time you were working for a bullshit. Bill Barr is now calling Donald Trump a petulant 9-year-old who is disobedient, a disobedient 9-year-old. What that means that 4 years ago he was a disobedient 5-year-old. Like, you knew you were working for a low-level, child-minded, goofy motherfucker the whole time.
Hey,
And now
hey,
you
hey,
want to speak
Pedro,
out?
Pedro,
You are
Pedro,
speaking words. It's the truth, but you're
Pedro,
a hypocritic.
Pedro. First off, Bill Barr.
not the attorney general.
Yes. I don't know why that picture came up. I don't know where that came from. But you can say what you want, and the Chris Christies of the world, all of them have always been hypocritical. So they've been hypocrites forever. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you look at Lindsey Graham, he actually said, "I'm out. I'm not with it. I'm done. A bridge too far." And the next thing you know, you see Trump jizz on his chin. So I'm not surprised. I don't know
I
about
am
this.
surprised. Who is this in the feed? There's a Thaddeus in here that this is some weird comments. He says, doing both, celebrating by shooting into the crowd and mad that I'm missing my fave rap. Happy Juneteenth. Bro, don't shoot into the crowd. That's not something we condone here on Savage AF, all right?
Wow.
Don't shoot into no crowds, please. Unless it's
Wow.
like a
Yeah.
water fight with a water gun or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what?
I don't know what that is.
You know, I don't know what that is, but Thaddeus, do you think? But we no, but I
No,
you
don't do
think
your
that-
no, do not.
No,
No,
yeah, exactly. No, I
do
meant do
not
you
do
think
your
like
thing, dog.
okay,
Do
well,
not.
how about this? Don't that's goofy. But I'm saying Bill Barr, in my opinion, has always been talking out the side of his neck, and also a cute little dinosaur.
I mean, you thought his career was gonna go differently. It
Yeah,
was a
no.
hit ABC show for a minute. You know, it was goofy. It was you thought he'd just go, you know, do carnival side gigs, but then he became, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Then he became a fucking
Yeah, but see,
media
the
face.
the thing is with the Republicans, if you look at the hypocrisy of the Republicans, it's just been so long that they've been that way. The Democrats are hypocritical, and I'd say, but the percentages are much higher for the Republicans, and it's a false equivalency for all you motherfuckers that try to act like, hey, you know what, that whataboutism where you try to say, well, Hillary Clinton, well, we ain't talking about Hillary Clinton, bitch. I'm so sick of motherfuckers doing that where they go, well, hey, but what about, Biden had paper too? Well, we ain't talking about Biden. We talking about
No. But we can because there are distinct differences. And for those out there who are like, well, Hillary did it and Biden did it, also throw in that Mike Pence also had top secret documents, confidential documents that he wasn't supposed to have. The main difference, the only difference, the most important difference between Pence, Biden,
and not Clinton
and Trumpy Dumpty on the other side is that so Mike Pence and Joe Biden, their staff found stuff and they were like, oh shit, I don't think we're supposed to have this. Hey, y'all should come get this. And then the National Archives and FBI, right, they came through, they did a thorough search, they found everything they could. The word is cooperation. Hillary Clinton also cooperated,
right, for 3 years.
Government, when, over her servers, she let them see it. Okay, my bad. Did I do something wrong?
Right, 3 years they investigated her. 3 years they investigated her. Obviously, didn't find anything.
And what's the name? I think Comey was like, yeah, no real prosecutor would bring
would have
anything
done it.
against
There's
her.
no there, even though
Boy
they tried
Trumpy Dumpty did the complete opposite. Okay, he took documents on purpose. Has admitted to that in public. He had those documents requested back. Said, okay, here's some. Gave some. Then they're like, this ain't everything. He's like, fuck y'all, these are mine. Then they're like, all right, we're kicking in the door. And then they found more shit, right? So at no point has Donald Trump cooperated.
No, he not only didn't he cooperate, the bottom line is I think that here goes conspiracy, Shang. Dun, 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 dun. And if you see an image of Oliver Stone floating over me, I'm gonna tell you right now, that $2 billion that Kushner got, I think that was related to the fact he was showing some of these secret documents and showing them around, and the Saudis was like, you'll give us something, we give you something. And that's where I think it's tied to. I think that there's no way. And again, even though I already told you I changed the money from $11,500, Until I see this dude in a jumpsuit, like y'all need to shut the fuck up. He still ain't going to jail. And all you people that were like, that are like you said, the hypocritics, they knew he was talking shit for a long time, and they still rock with him. They still rock with him. So
You really rock with it, y'all.
and Chris Christie, I mean, they think because he's from New Jersey and he's talking plain speak. No, all of them are still. I still give them. They all can eat a plant of the dicks. Every one of them. And anybody that. Oh, by the way, all trolls can eat a plant of the dicks too. If you're trolling, use a dick planet eater.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is. So listen. And Angel appears to agree with you. He ain't going to jail. But that's your Black Pedro pop-in for today. Shang, get us up out of here, dog.
Hey, listen, motherfuckers. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, you're a better person. You'll be a better human being, and your life will be better. But you see it scrolling down there. Make sure you do this too. Bell, make sure you click the bell. Give us some of those thumbs up, because the thumbs up. Get yourself a drink too. Also, make sure you.
One more sip, girl. Just one more sip.
Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. That was my Thor graphic. And make sure you also check us out on Facebook, SavageA.F. Subscribe there too. Just go there, like, boom, done.
Do both.
And do both. All right, my Shangri for today is pretty self-explanatory, but let me try to explain it one more time for the people in the cheap seats in the back. Hey, everybody. Oh, shit. Pedro got kidnapped. Probably a hobo white hoe. No, he's back.
He's back.
I just say we have to detach from the detached. Now, everybody knows that we pretty much live in a society where there are some crazy people. There are a lot of crazy people, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that we are in dealing with a cult, and it's a Trump cult, and there is no other way to look at it. It's a goddamn cult. They are dancing around, and they will never leave him. They're a diabolical cult, and Trump supporters are detached from reality. No matter how much, if you watch Jake Clapper, I think it's not Jake. What's his name? Tapper. Not Jake Tapper. The dude that's on Comedy Central.
Jordan Klepper.
Jordan Klepper. Names are close. If you look at it, they're detached from reality. No matter how much you explain it to them, no matter how much you try to tell them in facts, no matter how much you show them video evidence, no matter how much you show it, they're still out of their fucking goddamn mind. They are fucking nutty buddies, and they're all sheeple, and they're fucktards, and they're all going to move the same way. These fucking clowns. They are fucking clowns, and we got to stop pandering to them, trying to reach out to them. You're not going to change their mind. That's like we always try to change bigots' minds, and they're still bigots. Fucking stop it. They're a bunch of clowns. The Trump supporters are a bunch of clowns, the ones that are still rocking with him. I do a joke about it. You women that are still fucking supporting him, and you know he's a sexual abuser, you're the dumbest bitch in the world, and I'll say it to your fucking face. Because he'd grab your pussy too if he thought you looked good and you were blonde and you looked like you just came out of a package with a tag on it, because that's what his wife is. She's a fucking mail order bride, and we already knew that. So, and evil as fuck. Okay, so I'm saying, if you don't know they're a dumb cult, they're a cult of fucking dummies, and everybody knows they're fucking cult of dummies. Why are we still, hey, let's work with them. Hey, let's reach across the aisle. None of these motherfuckers want you to win. And so stop acting like, hey, we can reach them. We can't reach them. I need this again. Stop it! And I will make sure that all the people that are on my Instagram that I've been writing stuff and you get mad at me and be talking shit to me, I'm going to tell you something. I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm just you've gotten on my goddamn nerves. Stop it. Stop it.
Get it.
All right, stop. They're detached from reality. They're not fucking normal. They're mental. They are mentally detached. It's cognizant dissonance. They're idiots.
Dissonance.
Yeah, they're idiots. Look at these motherfuckers. They still think still think it's the Civil War.
You know, this is one of those areas where we're absolutely in complete alignment. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to these people anymore, what conversation I'm supposed to have, or what kind of understanding or empathy.
Yeah,
no empathy.
Stop it.
No empathy for
Dummy.
that. So those days are over.
Those days are over. And this show is over. Savage AF, let me tell you something. Y'all have been supportive as fuck. We welcome the trolls, but be careful what you because you're lucky to be lucky.
Troll not, lest ye be trolled upon, says social media.
We're on YouTube. We're out there. We out here. So
Angel, we're working on the Dago. She said, when y'all coming back to Dago?
Yes. We are actually working on that.
Soon.
Yeah, working on San Diego. And I want to give another shout out to Opal, Juneteenth. Opal Lee, fly.
This is the pioneer that made Juneteenth a national holiday, our newest federal holiday. And now we all just got to go to our white ass bosses and be like, so double time, full pay,
can I
time off, paid leave?
You sure? Can I
get a day for them 2 years?
Can I
2.5 years and the nigga get a day off paid?
No. Okay. But yo, we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Also, if you get a chance tonight, I will be at the Laugh Factory. It's called Free Voices. I'll be there with, it'll be G King, Rick James. Love them and leave them.
I don't think it's that Rick.
It's not that Rick. No. Oh shit. Okay, not that Rick James, but it'll be in the comic Rick James and hosted by Flame Monroe. I'll be at the Laugh Factory Hollywood. If you get a chance, come out, get your laugh on. The show starts at 8. And then I got another show I'm going to be doing at that. Remember that place they used to have the radio down where Zoe is? I'm actually doing a show there too. So, but that one's not, whatever. Tonight, check me out. And also, we might be doing Vegas this weekend. So we'll give you a heads up on that.
That's what it is, y'all. That being said, listen, 3 things for y'all. Write them all down.
Right.
Stay black if you are black. Okay. Yeah. Don't be black if you're not black.
Don't do that. Don't.
Do your thing.
Don't take a sword and
sword. And speaking of swords, don't put any of these in your nose. Keep your fingers out of your nose.
We'll see you in a minute, y'all. Deuces.